While sipping our teas, we're having a ball. Friends for so many years, we've seen it all. Through the thick and thin, through the highs and lows. Come laugh with us on the Bestie Show.
Hi guys, we're back. I'm Linda.
I'm Shauna.
And we are the Besties. We're here for another podcast. Hope everybody had a great week. The weather here where we are is absolutely beautiful today. It's still humid, like according to my weather app, but it's so cool that it doesn't bother. You don't feel the humidity because the air is so cool. So, and that works well for me. I have my eyes twitching. So, what? Good weekend.
Last weekend.
What's today? Tuesday. So it's 3 days ago. Yeah. So Brianne and I went first.
Yeah, that was Friday.
Okay. So we went. Brianne and I, my daughter and I, went to the Van Halen show. Unchained. Is that what they're called?
I think so.
Completely Unchained. Completely Unchained. Great show. Amazing. We have seen so many great bands over the past year. This particular show, these guys, this Completely Unchained, they have been to the venue where we go all the time for a very long time. They've been coming for years, I think. And I always wanted to go because Van Halen is one of the few bands, I mean, other than 70s bands that I couldn't have seen, Zeppelin or the Doors or 60s bands, you know what I'm saying? But Van Halen is one of the few bands in my era that I didn't get a chance to see. And I wished I could have. With Dave. I'm not saying anything against Sammy Hagar.
I agree.
I think he's a great guy. He's a great guy. And I think he has a great voice and everything. But for me, Van Halen was Dave, with them. And I do like a lot of the songs with Sammy, but I just would have loved to have seen that magic, that energy with Dave. Because as much as I think he was an ass, truly very arrogant, he was a great frontman and a great showman. So that's one of the ones I was bummed that I never got to see. They broke up. They've split. I don't even know what year he split, but I was probably already married. And anyway, so this Van Halen group's come to the Lamp a million times, and we never got to see them. We finally go. They were phenomenal, excellent group. And afterward, Brianna,
the meet and greet.
She did. They all came out. The guy doing Dave, I put some videos up on Facebook for anybody who follows me on Facebook, but I think I put one video up, I'm sorry, and some pictures. The guy doing Dave, 67 years old, I think this guy was. And now, he wasn't doing the jumping off and kick, but he was kicking and going up over the mic and doing probably more than I could do, you know what I'm saying? And for a 60, I think he's 66, 67, and bald. Completely bald, because Brian's like, is that a wig? I said, I might be. But I'm telling you what, this man was in phenomenal shape. And then the one doing Eddie, it was creepy. The Lamp has 2 television sets. You know that, up in the 2 corners of where the stage is. The stage is here, there's 2 TV. So you can look to your left or right. And it depends on the show. Some people don't put anything up, but these guys happen to run footage of the real Van Halen while they were up.
Did they really?
They did. And there was a few times where when Eddie would be, I don't know if they timed it this way or if it was just luck, coincidence, but where Eddie would be doing a solo and the one on stage would match up with him. And he was wearing the same outfit as a lot of the shit. So I would be looking at the TV and for a second it was really cool. They were really great guys, very, very sweet.
I like that the Lamp always does the meet and greet with everybody who's out there.
They do, and very, very sweet. The guy who did Eddie was just one of the sweetest guys. The guy who did Dave was very sweet too, but a little more loud and it was weird. It was like he really embodied the real Eddie Van Halen. You know, Eddie was kind of sweet and soft spoken, and Dave was a little more. Yeah, they were like that. So, but
I guess when you play, in a band like that, you kind of. You take over that. You do. You get their persona. And because I had said to the man, I can't remember what his real name is, the one who does Eddie, I said to him, well, because at that day, I think it had been 2 days since we had lost Eddie 5 years ago. Right.
And I said that to him, and the look on his face, he just said, yeah, he said, it still breaks my heart. Still breaks my heart every year when that anniversary comes around.
Yeah.
So, you know, he really had I think he was really in tune with the Roetti because he looks like him. He's built like him, a very small stature man, and his fingers were magical. He was wonderful. Really, really good show. So very fun. Would easily go see Van Halen's show again. So that was completely, is that what I said?
Yeah,
completely unchanged. So if you get a chance to see them anywhere, highly recommend. And I imagine they go all over because I've seen pictures of them everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And so that was Friday, and then Saturday, we all...
no, that was Sunday we did that.
It was?
It was Sunday.
It was Sunday. What did we do Saturday?
I don't think I did anything Saturday.
Oh my gosh. I can't...
Yeah, because I was at the stores and stuff Saturday.
I guess I was too then. I didn't do a whole lot either. Okay, we didn't do anything Saturday. Sorry. Sunday. Sean and I went, and her husband and her daughter, and then my son and both my daughters, my 3 grandbabies, my daughter-in-law. My son-in-law was missing, but he had to work. He's always working. He's a worker. Love you, Dave. Better make it next time. But this was the 3rd year for us. But other than that, yeah. So all my kids, all my grandbabies, my daughter-in-law, myself, Shauna and her husband and her daughter, and we all hit a hayride up in Acme.
Yeah.
At a deli called Whoa Nelly. Awesome farm. Very good people. Very, very good people. Wonderful working farm. You can get all kinds of goodies there. So we didn't do the horse one. We did the tractor ride, and it was cool because we had the whole wagon to ourselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, big giant wagon. Hay.
There wasn't a whole bunch of people on Sunday.
There wasn't, and I think because everybody was afraid it was going to rain.
And Saturday I think they had a big turnout because
right.
they had the tractor pulling stuff.
That's right.
They had some kind of things going on Saturday, so a lot more people probably
That's right.
Saturday.
That's right. You're exactly right.
I did see that.
But still, you'd think, I mean, Sunday, but I mean, we got there a little late. I think the farm shuts down their rides about 5.
Yeah,
we got there at 3. So, but it was awesome. It had the littlest, teeniest sprinkle while we were on, but then it stopped.
Yeah.
And I was really grateful because, like I said, this was year 3 for all my children and my grandkids and myself. And I want to keep doing it. And I was like, look, if we can't go then, like, what happens if we don't get any more nice days? And so I was really glad. So we got that handled. That was sweet. Saw some ginormous horses. They've got some of the biggest Clydesdales at this farm, like enormous. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful horses. So that was fun. And that's what I was going to tell you. I was trying to figure out like when our friendversary is.
Yeah.
And
Friendversary?
Because we knew we met each other in 9th grade, but like I knew.
Was it 9th or was it 8th?
It was 9th because that's East. That was when I moved to East because 8th I was still in Penn Trafford.
Okay.
And you weren't, Shauna was not supposed to go. I had gone to one school district up until 8th grade. Then I moved and had to switch to the school district Shauna was at. But by a chance of fate, you were not supposed to go to East.
No, I was supposed to go to West.
She was supposed, the school district had 2 different middle schools. They had West and they had East. Shauna's neighborhood was in the West school district.
Yes.
But what was it? They were over...
I don't know if there was too many kids that were going to West. And I don't know. I was trying to think, why are they sending me way down there? But I mean, it's not that far.
It's not, but I don't even know where West was.
It's that middle school that I showed you that we went past,
Oh, so it's the junior school now.
Yeah.
Okay, so they took all those kids from 2 and put them into 1. I don't know how they did that. Anyway, there were 2 middle schools back when we were in 9th grade, and Shauna was not supposed to go to the one I was supposed to go. We lived very close, 5 minutes away in a car, 6 minutes, but the way that it was district, the district lines. So God had other plans, and he put Shauna in the school district where I would be. So we met in 9th grade, and I'm thinking our friendversary, because neither one of us can remember the first day of school from 9th grade. Who's going to remember that?
No.
So I sat and did the calculations. I believe it would be September 6th, and it's definitely 1983. 1983.
80s.
We were
decade.
We were babies.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how we made it to 42 years, because it was 1983, and then come September, we just got 42 this September. So it'll be,
That's
isn't
crazy.
that insane?
Yeah.
1983.
That's fast.
What all do you remember, like, about that era? Like, so we would have been, what did I just say,
12,
14?
13,
14 in 83? 14, you're 14, I think, when
Yeah.
you start ninth grade.
Yeah, 14.
So what do you remember doing at 14? Truthfully.
I don't know. I used to hang out all the time. I'd just hang out all the time.
Were you smoking at the time? Because I was way into smoking at that point.
Smoking.
You were smoking
drinking.
and drinking.
All of us at that age were drinking.
And drinking.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, we were just doing that and just hung out. Like the parties that were in the woods.
Absolutely.
It was always, and it's true, like when I see online, it was the cake parties. That
Absolutely.
You traveled into the woods.
Absolutely.
And that's where it was.
Absolutely. And that was the best time.
Then try to find your way out of the woods later on. I mean, it was crazy.
I'll tell you a story about some friends of mine back then, but that's where I was going with that. Like
I can't even imagine.
At 14 though, I mean, and Sean and I, when we were in ninth grade, I don't know how we managed to do it, but the way the school was laid out, the school was what, three floors?
Yeah, I think East was 3 floors.
And the cafeteria had a set of doors that would go out to the back parking lot, which nobody really parked. Maybe the teachers might have parked there, I guess. So what would we do? We'd get our lunch. I don't even know. Like we just
a group of us.
I know, but there were several times it was just you and I as well. But sometimes there would be 10 of us.
Yeah.
Like Bonnie.
Yeah.
And Wendy and I guess Renee would come with us. Maybe Franny, Connie. Like if any of you guys are watching, like write something so we can know that you guys remember this. We would go to somehow in bunches. We would get to the door. Look around. No teachers. Out we'd go. Sprint across the parking lot. Which once again, I realized that was not easy for me to do. We would sprint into the woods.
Yeah, and then sometimes down to the
playground. Is that where that would take us to? That would take us to the local playground, the park, and we would just hang out. We would walk around all through lunch.
Sometimes don't even go back.
Sometimes
we would say, you know what, I don't feel like going back. I can't even imagine.
I remember one time you and I went alone. We went down to the playground and we were on the teeter-totter.
Yeah.
Up, down. And so Sean and I were on the teeter-totter up, down. She bounced. It was her time to get down. And I think you fell backwards. You fell off and I slammed. Oh yeah, thought I was crippled for life on that one.
You remember that?
But I always remember when I get hurt because
Well, yeah,
it stays with me. Yeah. But yes, and then there were other times when there would be, and so how many times did we end up with detention for that?
Yeah.
Norman had in-school detention, which was a building separate from the elementary school. And
it was like a little trailer or something.
Yeah, I think it was like a little brick building. It's still there. I wonder if the high school kids had to go there, or did the high school have their own in-school detention?
I think it's in school.
Okay.
I think, unless you have to stay home. I don't even know.
Well, it was in the back. Anyway, we're all coming back one time. There was 10 of us, 8, 9, 10 of us.
Yeah.
And here's the teacher standing at the door just waiting. And we're all just, what were we going to do? We were coming back to school. We were all busted. And every one of us had this, what they called in-school detention. Or suspension. Yeah. So that's what it was. I'm sorry. It was suspension. You'd have to go the whole day.
Yeah.
It wasn't the fun suspension where they just said go home, which was awesome. No, you had to go and sit at a desk. You remember the desks had big wooden partitions up in front of them. And on the sides. So you had to do like this to see anybody, in front of you. You couldn't pass notes. Like, it was a nightmare. We were just stuck sitting there for 6.5 hours. Yeah. I mean, did you learn a lesson from that? Because I sure didn't. I didn't learn anything. Except that, school sucks and it's a crock of shit.
It's like the Breakfast Club.
Exactly. Only the Breakfast Club were all together and they could talk and get high and have fun. We were stuck in those cubicles that,
roamed the school. So
uncomfortable. Oh, it was such a nightmare. Renee will laugh at that. She remarked that we should have people on.
Yeah.
And we should. And well, if we're going to do that, Renee, if we can figure out logistically how to do that, we'll have you on too, because you'll be able to remember a lot more stuff probably. I don't think Renee was as big a partier as we were. So she probably remembers better. But she probably remembers better. My mind's probably a little warped from all the smoking and drinking and all that fun stuff. But I had friends. When I was in 9th grade, I had a handful of guy friends. I'm friends with most of them on Facebook to this day. Well, my boyfriend was Ken, but then there was Chuck, and I'm pretty sure Chuck follows us, and Vince was like my best friend. If you're watching Vince, still miss ya. Who else was there? Herbie. I don't want to give last names because I don't know if people would like that. Yeah. And maybe Kevin was one who lives down the street from me now. Yeah, there was a bunch of us. Anyway, there were all these guys, and they were all very sweet and protective of me. For the brief time that we were all together, I was like the little sister of all of them. Truly, I was. None of them ever did anything that wasn't upstanding and proper, and they were just all very sweet with me. But anyway, they were all maybe a year or two older than I was, but we all hung out. But anyway, they used to trip. Oh, the acid thing. I never touched that. I couldn't. My mind is messed up enough. I don't need anything that's going to play with it anymore. That's the God's honest truth. So, never touched the hard stuff. But they all did. And they were all big fans of the Doors. And so, Morrison was always tripping. So they wanted to, open the doors of perception, all that stuff. And I remember them telling me this one story. I think Vince told it. There was a handful of them. I wasn't there. They all went, I guess, into the woods and were tripping. Now, Ken, which was my boyfriend at the time, but I don't think this went on while he and I were boyfriend and girlfriend. He was a little bit of a smaller guy. Now, I don't know if it affected him worse, but he was so bad. Like, he got so, I guess it's high when you trip. I don't know what you would call that, but he wandered off for hours and was like lost in the woods. Like, and they didn't know.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, and they didn't know what happened to him. And I just remember thinking, once again, another reason I'll never touch that stuff, because I just heard so many stories. I had one guy tell me, Bob, that he was tripping, looked at his mother, and she like folded into a cardboard, like just kind of folded in front. And I thought, something like that I would never come back from that. So never did that kind of stuff. That was never my cup of tea. But we were very feral. We talked about that once before. We were very feral kids. Generation X's, we were feral. I told you how we would sharpen we'd make our shivs that you were laughing at and swing from monkey butts. We did. Smoking cigarette butts off the road. I mean, that was crazy stuff that we did.
Oh my gosh.
We would go hang at the game room.
Yeah, the game room was big.
The game room was huge. It was walking distance for most of us.
Yes.
And
always
just
there. That was
pool tables and all the arcade games, about the big jukebox, and everybody I would get $3 on a Friday. That was my allowance, $3, and that was enough to buy me a pack of cigarettes, which were at the time 75 cents. And I would go into, I think it was it Marathon still back then in '83?
Hi-Fi maybe. I think there was a Hi-Fi.
Hi-Fi was across the street. I remember Hi-Fi. That was Cocaline.
I don't even know.
I can't remember, but we would walk to a gas station, which was very close to where I lived, and the cigarettes were 75 cents. And I still remember the guy that worked there. I'm friends with him on Facebook as well. And I don't want to give, his name was Rich. So hi, Rich. And he would see me coming and say, here comes trouble. And I always had a massive crush on him. And now the cat's out of the bag in case he is watching. But I would go in with my 75 cents ready to buy my pack of cigarettes, and I was always like, I didn't know how to say Marlboro. I didn't know how to pronounce it properly because it's a strange name for a cigarette. And I would kind of like say it real fast. Like I didn't want to like have Marlboro, or like I never figure out how to say that properly. But as the years went on, then I switched to Marlboro Lights, then it was Marlboro Lights 100s, and then you know what we went to from there. Misties. We went to the Misties, which they still make. I want to smoke Misties again. Sean and I ended up, we went from Marlboros to Marlboro Lights 100.
I went to Newport.
You did. I
went to Newport.
I could never do the menthol cigarette. To me, it was like sucking on a pine cone, pine tree.
That's when I did Newport.
I couldn't do it.
And then the Misty.
Okay, so then you were Misty Light menthol.
Misty menthol light 120s.
120s.
They were long.
Well, we figured you were paying, and they were cheaper than Marlboros when we discovered these Misties, and they were I'm not kidding you. They were like that.
Yeah, they were long.
And so to me, it was like getting 2 cigarettes each one. So we started.
Because I would actually put half out.
And yeah, which everybody says is so bad because the nicotine.
Yeah, and then you would have like 2 in one because they were so long.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I wasn't a big smoker though because I would get sick from smoking.
I did too.
I couldn't smoke too many cigarettes. Thank God I couldn't. Oh, I couldn't even imagine today.
Well, we used to hang out at Norrin Diner, which was Ciro's. Was Norrin Diner? It was the best. But they had
Ciro's.
They had jukeboxes.
Sienna.
It's Sienna. They had jukeboxes at the booths.
Mm-hmm.
Now
I remember.
that's old. That's old. And we would sit.
Yes.
Well, we started off going there and just drinking coffee. But as the time went on, we would get, we'd go out drinking and then we'd go and have coffee and eat. But yeah, we would sit there and smoke ourselves silly. I'd go through a whole pack of cigarettes in a couple hours.
Carbon monoxide poisoning. I'm telling you.
Oh yeah, no wonder we were sick. You need to tell the story the first time. You remember the first time we went and had coffee at night?
Oh yeah, too much coffee.
What?
Oh, too much coffee.
So let's go have coffee. Let's be adults. We were what, 19? Probably had been in bars, but we're kind of afraid to try to do it because we couldn't get carded. We were married and had babies, so we had to be 17, 18,
because we would meet in the middle.
Right.
We used to meet in the middle.
So we said, let's go have coffee like grown people, and we'll just have coffee and we'll smoke cigarettes and and I was a coffee drinker. Shauna wasn't. You weren't a coffee drinker at the time. But you liked the taste because I said, let's go.
I'm a coffee drinker.
And I'm not. We get coffee and I'm like, I remember ordering it and I said, Sean, you better get decaf because you're not used to coffee. And it was probably, we wouldn't go until our babies were in bed.
Yeah. So
we'd leave them with the husbands and then we'd go. So the babies weren't missing us. And we didn't have to worry if they were being taken care of or whatever. So I said, you better get decaf because it's late. And I remember you saying, no, I'll be all right. I'll be fine. Well, what did we drink? 3, 4, 5 cups of coffee?
Oh my gosh. I don't know, but enough.
And then the next morning she called and said,
never again.
Heart palpitation. Couldn't sleep all night.
Because of there's so much caffeine.
Couldn't sleep all night.
Oh my gosh, never again.
And that's crazy because that does not do that to me.
It doesn't. If I drink tea after 2 o'clock in the afternoon or maybe even 3, hard time sleeping. Toss and turn.
Unbelievable. See, now I don't have that. I can drink a pot of coffee, 3 of these, and lay down and take a nap. No. Caffeine doesn't. And you know me. I'm allergic and highly sensitive to everything. Animals and pollen and dander and dust and everything affects me bad. Even lights. My eyes get red when the lights are bright. I do think we have that light backwards, by the way. I think we use the other side.
Really?
But it looked good, so whatever. If we look different, we have the ring light backwards. But even lights, it makes my fluorescent lights make my eyes red.
Yeah.
But caffeine?
Yeah.
I can drink gallons of it and it does nothing to me. Go figure that one out.
It depends but some days I can drink it and go to bed and I'm thinking, no, I'll never sleep tonight. But then I do, but so I don't know. It depends.
It's the same thing with the poison ivy. Everybody in the world is allergic to poison ivy but me. Most people in the world have caffeine.
My mom was not allergic to poison ivy.
And did your mom have an effect with caffeine?
I don't think so because I don't never really seen her drinking coffee.
Oh, okay. Well, because Graham and I were a lot alike, you know that. So
yeah, I don't. That part I don't remember.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What in the world was that?
That was a big boom.
Okay, we just heard an explosion.
Yeah, something exploded.
They're doing something across the street digging, but it couldn't have been there.
No.
Yeah, that was a little scary sounding. That was a little scary sounding.
I'm glad Kayla's in Youngwood right now.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's me. The caffeine bothers me, or doesn't all bother me, and neither does poison ivy. The things that most people have, I don't, but yet I have a reaction.
I still, to this day, I couldn't differentiate against, the poison ivy. I don't even know what it looks like yet.
Wow.
I know it's 3 leaves, but I can still look at the bushes. I'm thinking, is that it? Is that it? I just don't want to go. I just don't go near it. I don't want it.
No, of course not. I mean, I know it's miserable. I said
wow.
Brianna's dad would get it, and he would have to go get a cortisone shot because he would just be, and I would be like, I could touch him, and it didn't bother me. I don't get that. I don't get it. That was one little thing I was born lucky with.
And we were always walking through the woods. Absolutely. You know what I mean? But I only got one bad case. It was so bad. The whole way up my leg, up my butt. It was just bad. I had it really, it was bad.
Well, I mean,
from going through the woods.
I used to get hives. I never got poison ivy, but my body would break out in hives when I was little.
You know what? I'd rather have the hives than the rash. That rash was terrible.
Oh man, the hives were bad. I remember I used to have to get into an ice cold bathtub to stop it, stop the itch, and it would shock my system to settle down, which is odd because some people get hives from the cold. I've heard about that too. So I don't know. That's crazy. We're already almost done. So that's kind of insane.
Which one?
That's what I'm thinking. But yeah, so okay, well I guess we're gonna cut it short. Not cut it short, but wrap it up.
Right.
We're gonna wrap it up. We didn't even talk about everything I was gonna talk about, so I guess we have something to talk about next week.
Talk about pop music.
So Brianna bought us some little.
Love them.
Yeah, she bought us some little sweeties, and she wants us to. Yeah, so we're gonna use these too. All right, shoot a piece on. I'm gonna shoot this one out.
Oh my God, I love them.
She loves them. So here we go. So I don't know. To me, they're all right. They're cute, but
I love them.
Maybe if we could bring sleeves, we're long sleeves.
Yeah, and they have them on a stick because I seen them go. Ooh.
That's what I was just gonna say. Don't do that. Oh. And everybody, it's
I love them.
Everybody stay strong.
I thought I'm thinking, did she bring a snack today? What is that? And I'm like, what?
I don't bring it. I come here to eat. I don't come here to bring food. I expect food to be ready when I get here. so okay, everybody. If I'm gonna shut this off. It's probably gonna shut off if it hasn't already. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Subscribe to us on YouTube, please. Hit the notification bell so you know when we upload a new video. Share us to anybody you think might enjoy what we're doing. We're going to pop off some shorts here in a second after we wrap this up. Everybody stay safe. It's getting closer and closer to Halloween, which I'm not a big Halloween person.
I am not either.
Everybody stay safe and, stay prayed up. And we will see you next week. We love you. Take care.
Bye.
God bless. Yeah. I'll use this one, ready? Love you guys. Okay. Now we'll just, Brianna can make us some. Oh my God. I'm going to buy you a set of those for your birthday.
I love them.
Hi guys. I'm Linda.
I'm Shauna.
Come join us on our YouTube channel for our upcoming podcast. And yeah, there it is. Already, I can't. Okay.
Cut!
Cut it out. Let's try it again. Hi guys, I'm Linda.
I'm Shauna.
We're hoping that you will join us on our YouTube channel for our upcoming podcast.
Come have fun with us on the back. No. There it goes again. Son of a...
You were there!
Come
along. We can sing it. Come along with us.
Come
laugh with us on the best station.
Oh, she's making it. That sounds like Beyonce's friggin'.
Ew! Hi guys, I'm Linda.
I'm Shauna.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say.